I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in.
Hello everybody, how are you today? I am fine. Hopefully everybody is also fine. Okay. Today we are going to talk about tenses. What is that? Tenses. Okay, good. I believe that you have already done that when you were in the secondary school. But today we are going to talk more, okay? Because tenses is one of the most important things when we are learning. Are you ready? Okay. Now, the first we are talking about what tense is. Tense is a noun. It's a noun, right? A verb-based method used to indicate the time, and sometimes the continuation or completeness of an action or state in relation to the time of speaking. Okay, tense comes from Latin word tempus. Tempus means time. Alright? The concept of tense in English is a method that we use to refer to time, past, present, or future. Many languages use tense to talk about time. Other languages have no concept of tense at all. But of course, they can still talk about time using different methods. Like in Bahasa, we don't have tenses. Okay? Good. Now, the first tense is simple present. Okay? When we are talking about simple present or other tenses, we need to know how to form it. So the form is subject plus infinitive plus object or complement. When the subject is he, she, it, so we plus or add S-O-A-S after the verb. Okay? Like I go, he goes. We study, she studies. This one. Okay? And the second one is with to be. Subject to be plus complement. Could be a noun, adjective, or adverb. Mr. Christmas Jeffrey is a teacher. He is handsome. He is here now with me. Right? And then when to use simple present. Simple present is used as an action in the present taking place regularly, never, or several times. Okay? Second one is facts. The third action taking place one after another. And then the next one is action set by a timetable or schedule. Alright? Okay. Now, when we are talking about tense, of course, we need to know also about signal words or signs. Okay? For simple present, we have always, every, blah blah, like every day, something, never, normally, often, seldom, sometimes, usually. If sentence type 1, like conditional type 1, like if I talk, you listen, right? Okay, now let's go to the example. Affirmative means positive. Affirmative, he speaks English very well, for example. He does not speak Chinese. Does he speak English? Right? Okay, now we are going to the second tense. That's present progressive. Sometimes progressive is called continuous. Alright? And then we come to the form. Subject plus to be, infinitive plus ing plus object complement. Okay? This is easy. When to use? It is mentioned here 3 things when we use progressive or continuous tense. The first is action taking place in the moment of speaking now, right? I am now teaching you. And second one, action taking place only for a limited period of time. Only for a limited period of time. Okay? And then the third one is action arranged for the future. Okay? It is sometimes called like future, simple future, but in the form of present continuous. Okay? Right. Okay, signal words like at the moment, just now, and then or like listen, look, now, right now. That's it. Okay? And then we go to the examples. He is now speaking to you. He is not listening to me. Is he speaking to you? Alright, now let's go to simple past tense. Simple past is something happened in the past, right? Like the form, we have 2 forms like verbal and non-verbal, or verbal or nominal. Sometimes people say this is nominal. Like regular, subject plus infinitive. When it is regular, we add ed plus object complement. When it is irregular, okay, subject plus the second column, like go, when, that one, and plus object complement, right? And this one is non-verbal, like subject plus to be was were plus complement. Like, what is it like? He was absent yesterday, right? Okay. Now, when to use simple past? An action in the past taking place like once, never, or several times. No? Like action taking place one after another, and then action taking place in the middle of another action. Okay, so this one sometimes we compare that with past continuous. Yeah, and the time signal used like yesterday, like ago, like 2 minutes ago, a week ago, in 1990, and the other day, last Friday. Okay, if sentence step 2, like if I thought, yeah, you blah blah. Okay, right. Here we go to the example of simple past. Like he spoke to me. He did not speak to you. Did he speak to you? Okay, you can give your own. Like I went to Singapore last holiday. I didn't go to Australia. Did you go to Singapore? Right? Okay, now we go to past progressive. Past progressive, so past continuous, the same. The form is subject plus be, to be, plus infinitive plus ing, plus object complement. This is easy. Okay, when to use? Children, it is used as an action going on at a certain time in the past. So, when we are talking about present continuous, it is going on, but now, the time is now, but here in the past, okay? And the second one, action taking place at the same time, like two actions were happening at the same time. And then action in the past that is interrupted by another. Yeah, for example, yeah, when I was watching television, my mother called me or something like that, right? Okay, the time signal like while, as long as, okay, and then we go to the sentences. He was speaking while the students were listening. You see, he was speaking while the students were listening. These two activities were happening at the same time. He was not speaking while I was coming. Was he speaking while you were coming? Okay? You can make your own sentence on that, right? And then we go to the next one now. That's present perfect simple, or sometimes people say simple present perfect simple or simple present perfect. Okay, so it depends. So the form is subject plus have has plus past participle plus object complement. Yeah. Okay. And then we go to when to use. We use putting emphasis on the result. The result of something. For example, you were hungry and you ate something, and you say, I've just had something to eat, right? Action that is still going on, but actually sometimes it is compared also with topic continuous, but you can do also here. Action that stopped recently, yeah, he's just married or they've just married, like recently. And then finish action that has an influence in the present, like before you were dirty and you took a bath and you say, I've just taken a bath, all right, and now you are clean. Okay, and then an action that has taken place once, never, or several times before at the moment of speaking. Like I've been to Singapore twice. My mother has visited Bali several times. Okay, right. The time signal, ladies and gentlemen, is like already, ever, just, never, not yet, and also yet. Yeah, so far, till now, up to now. Okay, and then the examples. Yeah, he has spoken the Chinese. Yeah, he has not spoken English. Has he spoken Chinese, etc. Okay. All right. Now we go to something new, that's present progressive. The form is subject plus have has been plus infinitive plus ing plus o or c, object of complement. Okay. Right. And when do we use distance? It is putting emphasis on the course or duration, not the result. Duration. We are talking about duration. Okay. I've been studying English for several years. As a duration. Okay. Not the result. Okay. An action that recently stopped or is still going on. Yeah, I've been reading this novel, yeah, for 3 days, for example, right? And finish action that influence the present. Yeah, that influence the present. you did something in the past and it influenced the time being, right? Okay, you can make your own. And then this like day for 4 days since 1993, like how long, the whole week, etc. Right? Okay, and then we go to the example of this tense. He has been speaking Spanish since he was in the second grade of elementary school. He's not been speaking Spanish since then, or has he been speaking Chinese since he was a child, something like that, right? Okay, now we go to the next one. Yeah, right. Past perfect simple. So to make it easy, it is like past of past. Okay, past of past. The form is subject plus had plus past participle plus complement. Okay, when it is present, we have has here, but now we only have one, had. Okay, had, this one. All right, and then when a certain time in the past, sometimes interchangeable with the past perfect progressive. Okay, so we have to be careful this, yeah. And then the next is putting emphasis only on the fact, not the duration. We are talking about the fact. Okay, let's go to the time signal now. The time signal, is like already, just, never, not yet, once, until, that day. And then if the sentence is conditional sentence step 3, if I had thought, he would have, etc. Okay. All right, he had spoken that language since he was a kid. He had not spoken that language before. Had he spoken that language before? Okay. Now we go to another tense that's what's so-called past perfect progressive. Remember, when we are talking about progressive, it is with ing, always with ing. Take a look on this, right? Okay, this is the combination of past and perfect and then continuous progressive. This is past, this is perfect, this is continuous. You see, subject had been, infinitive plus ing plus object or complement. Right, when to use? It is used as an action taking place before a certain time in the past. Sometimes interchangeable with past perfect simple, like what I said before. Okay, so it is interchangeable with past perfect simple, like past perfect simple is interchangeable with this tense also, past perfect continuous. Okay, and then putting emphasis on the duration or course of an action. Okay, and the time signal words like for, like since, the whole day, all day, says, right? And then the example, positive, affirmative. He had been speaking that language since he was born. And then he had not been speaking Chinese before he moved to Hong Kong, for example. Had he been speaking Chinese afterward? Okay, now let's go to simple future. Ladies and gentlemen, simple future is in the future. Because we have now and To the right we have future. To the left we have past, right? Simple future. We have two simple futures here. So this one, subject plus shall will plus infinitive plus subject complement. Okay. And then when to use an action in the future that cannot be influenced. And also this one, yeah, spontaneous decision. Like, okay, come to my house somehow. Okay, you say I will. Yeah, assumption with regard to the future. Okay, this is very clear. Okay, the time signal, ladies and gentlemen, in a year, next week, next month, etc., tomorrow, and then also when we are talking about conditional, yeah, type 1. If you ask her, she will help you. Okay, she will help you. This one will help, right? And then assumption, I think probably, perhaps, all right. If you assume something, you use these words like think, probably, or perhaps. Right? Okay, the language you understand. You will not speak the language that you don't understand. Will he speak the language you understand? Something like that, right? Okay, now let's go to the next future, but the second type. The second type. Yeah. Okay. Right, here we go. Okay, subject plus to be going to plus to infinitive plus object of complement. Right. Why it is different? Because it is used in a different way. Take a look. Like a decision made in the future. You decide to do something. You decide to do something. Or conclusion with regard to the future. For example, ladies and gentlemen, you have a ticket with you to go to Jakarta. You say, I'm going to go to Jakarta. Okay? I'm going to go to Jakarta. Here you can say also, I will go to Jakarta, but this one is clearer. And the time signal, yeah, in 1 year, next week, tomorrow, etc. Yeah. All right. Now, he is going to speak to you in the language you understand. He's not going to speak the language you don't understand. Is he going to speak the language you understand? Something like that, right? Yeah. You can make your own sentences because in the slide it is only shown that it's the same thing from one tense to another. Okay. And then now we go to the future progressive. Yeah, the last one is future progressive. Okay, the form is subject will. This is the future, and then this is the progressive infinitive plus ing. But we have to link with be here plus object of complement. So subject who shall will plus be plus infinitive plus ing plus object of complement. Right? Here you go. When to use action that is going on at a certain time in the future. Okay, a certain time certain time in the future, and an action that is sure to happen in the near future. For example, the cloud is very dark. The cloud is very dark, and you say, yeah, it is going to rain. Yeah. Okay. The time signal is 1 year, next week, tomorrow, or blah blah, etc. And then the last couple of hours, all day. Yeah. Okay. I think that's all for today. Yeah, you can do your own. I mean, you make your sentences. Yeah, make sure that you see the form and you understand how to differentiate one to another. So thank you very much. Yeah. Please get out from your comfort zone. I know this is not easy, but you have to do that. Force yourself to master the dances. Thank you very much. Good morning.